That girl's more beautiful than any flower I've ever seen.
What are you talking about, Brock? I don't see any beautiful girl.
Just turn around.
Misty, please, only one of us can hallucinate at a time.
Good morning, everybody, my beautiful little Timmies. I hope everybody is having a good end to their week. Today is Thursday, right? Yeah. I hope everyone's having a good end to their week. Today's video is just a chat. We're just here to chat it up a little bit, talk about some things going on in the hobby, as we like to do here, right? As everyone's aware, probably, the new Black Bolt and White Flare Pokemon sets have dropped for pre-orders. This drop, to my knowledge, went slightly better than some of the previous ones for like Prismatic and things of that nature. Many people were actually able to pick up this set. Of course, many people weren't able to pick it up, but that's just the name of the game right now. That's just the state of the hobby. It definitely seemed like more regular customers and people, like actual humans, got a chance to pick up this product, which is really cool. But it does seem like Pokemon Center did somewhat of a better job this time, or at least attempted to, at like keeping the bots away. So I mean, kudos to the Pokemon Center, because it seems like they're actually hearing out their community, trying to fix some of these issues. Like they're heavily printing a lot of the Scarlet and Violet sets. They're trying to keep bots away on their websites. It means something that the Pokemon Center is actually hearing out their community. So, I mean, we all have to give them kudos for that. I really do appreciate the fact that they are listening. I personally did not attempt to get these products. I'm not a huge Unova fan. I mean, I'll definitely be scooping that Oshawott card, but other than that, I'm really not a huge Unova fan. Black and White was fun. The games were fun, and I can appreciate the era for what it was. I loved some of the card sets from that era, like Plasma Blast, Plasma Storm. There's a bunch of cool card sets from that era. The games were really fun. But yeah, it's not my thing. Definitely not my favorite region. Gen 5 isn't my favorite by any means. So I mean, I don't plan on picking these up. Honestly, the ETBs look really cool, so I might just like grab a box of them if I see them. But I'm not gonna like be out here in the streets fighting scalpers for them and stuff. So, but I understand that a lot of people do really love Unova, really love Black and White era. I totally understand why people would be excited for this set. But here's the thing, okay? Like, when are we as a community going to stop hyping up these new sets for the sake of like content? I'm not gonna be outing anyone or naming names. I'm not trying to start beef. I have creators in mind. We don't need to go there right now. I don't feel like starting drama. But these people love to make content. They love to make content about as soon as a new set announcement drops. They're just hyping it up already. Just as soon as the set drops, they're just hyping it up. They tell you, oh man, this set's gonna be crazy. Black and White? This set is gonna be absolutely wild. Everyone's gonna want this set, bro. Everyone's gonna want this set. Bro, Tepig? Yeah. This is gonna be wild. Set's going to the moon. Going to the moon for sure. And most of the people hyping this setup right now probably couldn't even tell you 20 Pokemon from the Unova region. But we really need to stop like feeding into this hype train, because ultimately this is why the products get scalped, because YouTubers post videos telling you that this is going to be the best set ever, telling you that it's not going to be available anywhere, telling you that they can't get enough for their own stores and because everybody wants it and it's selling out so quick and yada yada yada. And it gets everybody in this like FOMO state of panic where they think that they have to like have this set where they're gonna die. Everyone starts feeding into it. And hey, I want to make something very clear here, okay? I don't think every single Pokemon investor here on YouTube is a bad person. I don't think every single Pokemon investor on YouTube gives bad advice. I follow a couple of Pokemon investor YouTube channels, and I have been for many, many years. Honestly, I find the content entertaining sometimes. For years and years, I used to watch SM Pratt. He doesn't really post YouTube videos anymore. I know he does Patreon stuff now, but I always really appreciated his content, the way he talked about the hobby, the fact that he really is truly doing it out of the love for Pokemon, but he also is a Pokemon investor, and he gave very solid advice for many, many years to his fans and people in the community. Like, just because that I might not agree with everything that they say or do, and the fact that I'm not an investor myself, doesn't mean I can't appreciate the fact that some people on here genuinely have good takes and make good content in that space. So I just want to make that very clear, okay? Because then you have your other ones, you guys know, the ones who just post the same shit over and over again and like honestly don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, and hype sets up and hype sets up and hype sets up, and then they tell you, oh no, everything's crashing, get out now. And then the next day they're hyping everything up again. Like, it's just content creators like that are the fucking worst. But there are content creators on here in the investor space that will actually give you good advice. They're not just here to make a bunch of money off of you. They haven't run out of content ideas and are just making shit up off the top of their head every day. And again, I obviously don't agree with everything they do or say. You know, I'm on a completely different spectrum of the hobby. I'm literally just a collector, and they wouldn't agree with everything I say either. And that's, you know, I'm comfortable with that. That's just how it is. But they're not all bad out there, guys. I want to make that very clear. Not everybody is bad out there. What is bad though are the ones that just fuel this FOMO hype train all the time. Why is every new set that gets announced, right, suddenly like the best set ever? Suddenly it's going to be nowhere on the shelves. You're never going to find this set. Everyone has to have this set. You have to get this set. Literally since the Black Bolt and White Flare sets were, the announcement was dropped and the pre-orders dropped and everything, I have heard literally nobody talking about Journey Together or Destined Rivals at all. Like, are we already over those? Like, did Destined Rivals even drop yet in English? I actually don't know. I think it was supposed to drop in May, so I don't remember which day though. Again, I'm not picking it up, so I don't really know the exact drops. But I've literally heard almost nobody talking about them since the announcement of this Black and White era set. I was literally in Target yesterday, at a Target that hasn't had Pokemon cards for I'm talking like probably like 5 months. There was Journey Together products just sitting on the shelf. Nobody was in line. Nobody was picking them up. There was Surging Sparks booster packs on the shelf. Nobody was in line. Nobody was picking them up. Nobody grabbing it. Just sitting on the shelves. Tons of it too. Like a lot of it. Quite a bit of it. It's just crazy to me how every time a new set is announced, right, all the previous ones just become like stale and boring. Try not to buy into the hype so hard, guys, because like, yeah, the new set looks really cool and I get it. If you're a big fan of Black and White, of course it's going to be a cool set for you to pick up. But it's really not much different, or it doesn't look much different from every other set that we've seen, right? I know that in this set specifically, I heard that like all the every Pokemon from Unova is getting an illustration rare, which is really cool. I'll admit that's really cool. But the illustration rares look just as beautiful, just as cool as all the other Scarlet and Violet sets that we got. And, you know, because this is a specialty set and you won't be able to pick up a booster box of it, I'm pretty sure. Your best bet with this product is honestly just to pick up singles that you like. There's a ton of cards in this set. So if you really were just picking up ETB after ETB after ETB, or poster collection after poster collection, like it's gonna take you forever to get the cards you actually want, and you're probably gonna lose a lot of money in the process. So my advice for you guys with this set is honestly just to wait, pick up singles that you like from the set. No sense in wasting your money or paying over MSRP for something like this. I'm sure many of the singles will be affordable. We've seen that with every single modern set. Most of the singles are actually very affordable, with the exception of the 1 or 2 or 3 chase cards that come out of each set. Whatever the chase cards are, they'll be like $500 the day that they drop. And those will drop too. What goes up must come down. And listen, guys, I know times are tough out there. I know that it's hard to get Pokemon cards. Having it be so difficult to pick up product is very discouraging. Watching grown men throw children across a toy aisle in Target to get Pokemon cards is very discouraging. I'm with you, okay? Like, sometimes when I see shit like that, sometimes I look around at all my shit and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, when I see the videos like that we talked about in the last video, things like that, it makes me question my own presence in the hobby as an adult. So I understand. I'm with you on that. And the conflicted feelings and the discouragement, but don't let this stuff discourage you guys. Like, if you weren't able to pick up the new set, don't let that be the reason that you leave the hobby. Even if you can't find the new cards, or you haven't been able to find the new cards for a couple months, and getting cards is difficult for you, there is so much more out there. If you want to take a break from the cards, even, or if you've decided you're kind of not even going to bother with the cards for now, there is still a lot out there that you can collect and stay in the hobby in the meantime. We've got postcards, cards from older sets that are like super cheap right now, plushies, figures, toys, Funko Pops, pins, these cool like Shikishi artboards, they're really cool. Model kits, stickers. I mean, the list like literally goes on. There is so much out there to collect in the Pokemon hobby. And I think we just need to move away from this like overhype every single time a new set is announced. There's always going to be dudes out there looking at their camera telling you that this is going to be the best set ever. It's going to be impossible to find. You have to have it. Just as soon as it's announced, immediately they're on YouTube saying all of this. A lot of them have ulterior motives saying this too, because some of them run their own business and they want you to buy the shit from them. But don't buy into this, okay? I want to encourage everyone to sort of move away from this notion that like only the hottest, newest things in the hobby are important or cool to collect. And honestly, if you just focus on collecting stuff that makes you happy rather than the stuff that like everybody tells you is cool and will make you happy, you will be way more fulfilled in your collection long term. I promise you that. You know, there's nothing more fulfilling than just like collecting things that spark joy and not just because they have a price tag attached to them. There is simply nothing better than picking up something you love simply because you love it and for no other reason. I'll give you guys a quick example before I hop off here, but one of my favorite type of cards to collect is Atsuko Nishida cards. Cards that Atsuko Nishida designed. She's probably my favorite artist in the Pokemon hobby, her and Kiko Fukuyama. But I have a whole bunch of high-grade Atsuko Nishida cards, and some of them cost as low as $20 because they're just commons or something. But guess what? I love the artwork on them. They make me happy, and they are truly some of my favorite pieces of my collection. I mean, that's just one example for you. I could give you 100 in here, just in this room alone. That's all I've got for you guys today. You know, I just wanted to come on here and just, with all the hype going on for the new set, just kind of bring everybody back down to earth a little bit. It's okay if you don't get the brand new set. It sucks. I know that a lot of you have not been able to get modern cards in forever. And in my next video, I'm going to be talking about some more cheap singles you can pick up that will look great in your binder or great in your collection. So if you guys want to see that video or you're interested in watching any future videos I make, go ahead and hit subscribe. Thank you all for watching this video today. Love you guys so much. Don't let the FOMO get to you, my Timmies. Keep Timmying out there, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.